Part 5 of the Feral Pig Control webinar series from Leading Sheep features Jason Wishart from the Invasive Animals CRC, talking about the HogHopper and PIGOUT econobait.
Now the HogHopper, which is a product that I guess came about through pig work in the Daintree area, where there was a large number of non-target species in that area, and we sort of thought of an idea that it would be great if we could exclude non-target animals from getting access to poison bait, and quickly learnt that something of that nature would be very good also in a number of other areas. And also, if it could hold a large amount of bait, you could put it in areas that you don't have to go visit every day, which would be fantastic. So we implemented a few proof of concept pen trials and found that it worked quite well. And then once we did that, we did a paddock enclosure pen trial. So that was 10 wild-caught feral pigs in a large enclosure, and we placed them into the large enclosure, and then we placed a HogHopper in that enclosure and loaded it with 1080 PIGOUT baits. And after one visit to the device, all 10 animals were found dead in the pen over subsequent hours. So thereafter, we went to the field to make sure that it would also work in the field as well as the pen. So first of all, we did some non-toxic field trials to determine what other animals may in fact get into the device. We found it was relatively target specific in most areas, although wild dogs did consume bait from a hopper up in North Queensland, so we did have to modify the design from push doors to lift doors. So over the life of the HogHopper, it has evolved considerably, but now it's fantastic, lightweight, portable, user-friendly, all the things that it needs to be. So we did a toxic field trial, and it worked incredibly well with poison grain, so 1080 poison grain as well as PIGOUT. And after that, we went for the national tender process to try and identify a manufacturer who could make the best quality product for the cheapest price. We appointed two, one in Queensland, one in South Australia. Harn Steel and Plasteel are the manufacturers of that, but they're sold through Animal Control Technologies in Melbourne, who also sell PIGOUT and numerous other products. It was released in March 2011, and now ACTA have sold over 300 units Australia-wide, which is a fantastic result. The PIGOUT econobait, the idea of this came about once the HogHopper had been developed. So previously we had to have a large PIGOUT bait with the core for target specificity reasons, but now we have a HogHopper to prevent animals or non-target animals from accessing the bait, which would reduce its size, which was a key to the target specificity of the larger PIGOUT bait, sorry. And we also could remove the central core, so the 1080 is dispersed evenly throughout the bait, which is another process that helps with the expense of the product. And as mentioned, it's purely for delivery in the HogHopper to reduce risk to non-target species. We implemented the trial in Dirranbandi, Queensland, and it was highly successful. So that, again, similar process as the previous trials. And yeah, we were able to knock down 78% of feeding animals, and it was a reasonably large population, so it was 134 feeding to begin with. We knocked that population down by 78%. I think on the first night of poison baiting, up to around 700 baits were consumed, so we could put that down to lethal doses. So we're hoping, again, not quite sure when that will be ready because it's got to go through the registration process, but it is something that may be out in the future.